Hi everybody, new video from Big Apple Pipes. As you may have seen from the title of this video, I just got my hands on the Cornell Folklore. I have it in my backpack now. I'm not taking it out because I wanted to celebrate this special tobacco just by starting this video on a very special place, which is the top of this new skyscraper in Hudson Yards, which is the Edge, as you can see. So it's pretty crowded, it's pretty windy, and it's very cold, so I'm not taking it out, but shortly you will see the unboxing. It's a very cool view from here, and you know, it's perfect for this very special tobacco. It is the celebration of the 30 years anniversary of Cornell and Diehl, because Cornell and Diehl was founded in 1992, and they wanted to celebrate it with this very special and very unusual tobacco, because yes, it's a small batch and we are used to very special tobaccos from them, but in this case they really want to do something extra because they also choose a very unusual format. That is this brick. It's a brick of a crumble cake, 16 ounces crumble cake, and it's actually also made of very special tobaccos. So also the blend is very unusual, because we have mainly 5 different Virginias, so we will go and see and try eventually all, you know, the spectrum of the Virginia. So from the brighter to the darkest, we have the same red Virginia that is in the Cornell red flake, we have orange, mahogany, dark, and of course bright Virginias. But then we also have a good portion of condiment tobaccos, because we have of course a little burley, then we have the same perique coming from the Cornell red flake, but also we have some semi, that's what it says, semi dark fired Kentucky. It says semi because it's not the entire fire cure, because it didn't want to be, you know, to have too much of a smoky note on the tobacco. And then we have this very peculiar Indonesian tobacco, which is Kasturi, which I really have never tried. It should add a lot of spiciness. We'll see. Anyway, the only thing we can do now is to look a little bit about the view from here, because it's just unbelievable. And there is also that portion of the floor which is glass. You can walk and see that there is nothing behind. Is it behind? No, underneath you, under you, and you will see, because I walked on it and I filmed it, so I will show it to you shortly. And then just have a look at this tobacco, because it's very special. I have already unboxed it and filmed it, so I'm gonna show you how it looks like, because it's just unbelievable. Only 1,000 of those pieces were released, but if you just do the math, it's 60 ounces times 1,000, so it's 16,000. So it's pretty much like 8,000 tin. But in this case, they decided to have less pieces and more quality, or more tobacco for each piece. I don't know. And there was also the limit for 1 piece per customer, so very interesting. It was sold out in like 3 hours, so very cool. Let's go and smoke it. I can't wait. So this is the package of this Folklore. It's a very unusual, because you can see it's this paper sort of box. It looks like a chocolate box, and from outside you really cannot tell anything about the content. Yes, it's written 16 ounce pipe tobacco, but nothing else, no description whatsoever. And when you open it, inside you find this cake that I just cut for the Italian version of the video, which is vacuum sealed. Okay, on the back it's very nice that they choose to provide this vinyl sticker that will be on the jar. I have already cleaned up a jar. I'm just waiting for it to be dry. I really couldn't resist to open this one. And then here we have this little description. We have the quantity. They only made 1,000 of them. This is the number 250. And then there is this description, because this tobacco, as I mentioned, it has been made to celebrate 30 years anniversary of Cornell. So our story begins with a blend of 5 distinct flue-cured varietals, ranging from specially processed red and orange leaf, matured dark mahogany, and vintage Canadian brights. Delicate accompaniments of genuine St. James Parish perique, lightly smoked Kentucky, and exotic Kasturi leaf, Kasturi from Indonesia. combine to create a rich and elegant flavor profile with notes of sweet fruit, citrus, warming spices, and woodsy undertones. So very interesting. And what I can tell you is that I just literally 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, cut this open, and I've been like surrounded by this fruity, sweet smell. Now it's taking some air, so this smell is really going away. So now it's mostly about licorice, but always dark fruit. Very curious to see how it will evolve over the next few days as it gets some oxygen. Now, what I will do is that first of all, I will clean this knife, then I will cut it in pieces, and I will put it in the jar, and then I think I will take a portion, which I will keep it in another jar that will be open to get some air, fresh air, and then I will just move little by little from one jar to the other, and I will just smoke it. For sure, I will not be able to smoke the entire 16 ounces in a week, but if it is good enough, I can really enjoy this more than 2 ounces. Let's see. I'm very curious. I really have no clue how easy this will be to be smoked. Here I prepared a few pipes that I will be using for this one. However, again, never had kasturi. Seems to be a great mixture. And yeah, I'm very curious to see if I like it or not. It was very interesting. I'm very happy I got a couple of those. So let's go. So today it's a very sunny day, so I just wanted to show you the color of this Folklore in, how can I say, natural light, under natural light. And as you can see, it's very beautiful. You can really have, all the shades of brown to the black, so like any kind of tobacco color, let's say. And what surprised me the most is that even though, it spent the night in this jar, it still smells super sweet and fruity, like candy. Like candies. So I really don't know if it is a topping, a casing, or if it will go away at some point. We'll see. Now I just have to smoke it, but look how amazing it is. And here it is. It's been actually more than a week with this Folklore. It's a tobacco that I really enjoyed. So I really wanted to smoke it more than just a week, especially because you have this ton of tobacco. It's a lot of tobacco, and since I was enjoying it, I just went for a couple of weeks. And actually, for the past couple of days, I was hit by this severe cold, this stuffy nose, and I haven't been able to smoke. So luckily enough, I smoked it for like 10 days or so. So I have a clear idea about this tobacco. And since I loved it, I really wanted to have a nice view behind me that will complete the great view with which I opened this video, one on top of the edge. So as you can see behind me, we have the Brooklyn Bridge, we have the Manhattan Bridge, and they just look stunning in this cold but sunny day. I am here on the other side of Manhattan. There is this beautiful walkway or bike lane. There is even some gym equipment there if you want to exercise. Maybe not today, it's rather cold. Very close to Chinatown, just amazing. During those days, I really love the city with this clear sky, crisp air. Yeah. The tobacco, as I was mentioning, I loved it. So I really, it needed to have something special behind it. It is a very nice, complex, and rich in flavor tobacco. Again, I'm not always a fan of the small batches by Cornell and Diehl, but when they nail it, you have to say. Now, I don't know if it was necessary to go to the extent they went this time by adding so many tobaccos and selling it in this format, because at the end of the day, the taste is of a very rich Virginia Perique, okay? But it is very good. It's very well bodied. It's just between medium to strong in terms of body. Nicotine is medium. It is very sweet. It has that sweetness when you smell the tobacco itself, as I mentioned to you. I left the jar open for like 1 day, and the sweetness is still there, and it's really like candies, like pastry. So it smells more like a topping rather than an actual tobacco flavor. I don't know what if they added anything or it's just the sweetness of the ingredients. And then it start evolving, and you get that spiciness that you don't know if it is the Perique or the Casturi, right? But it's there. It's just this tickliness on your tongue. It's never, it's never bad on your tongue. It's never irritating. It's very pleasant. And then you also start having that subtle smokiness from the Kentucky. I did a couple of bowls in which the smokiness of the Kentucky was very present, very evident, very apparent towards the end of the bowl, but not always. So again, it's a very nice complexity with a very nice wide range of flavors. But again, I don't know if you cannot, I can say, reach that same or similar results with a more simpler recipe, right? So I don't know what to say. But again, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I got 2 bricks and I'm very happy. It's like 2 pounds, right? 2 pounds, yeah, 2 pounds of tobacco, so Folklore. I love it. I'm very happy. I will keep on, the one will keep on aging. The other one is open. If you have the chance, I saw that some people on Facebook are selling it, cut in 2 ounces pieces. Get yours and try it because it's, if you like Virginia Barriques, of course, because I mean, it's very, very well deserved. Very interesting, very cool. So once again, hats off. I would really love to understand more about the single edition of each of those tobaccos because I mean, it seems too much to understand. I am only able to give a very simple review, but since so much is going on the tobacco, I would really like to, be better and understand more. Anyway, if you have it, the chance to try it, if you smoked it, let me know what you think about it. Again, very interesting. Another great result by Jeremy Reeves in the small batches. Very good. Looking forward to the next. See you next time. Bye.